beautiful sunny day today. I just want to share this with you. I mean, look at this beauty here. So gorgeous. Just standing there for me to enjoy, for you to enjoy, all for free. And thinking about each crystal is unique, just like we are. Nature is just the best. Look at this. Every little crystal there. It's so gorgeous. Praise you, Lord. Praise you, mighty Lord. And nature's just resting. The willow shoots are completely alive. Just resting, waiting for spring to come. An activity to start again. So we're going to have a little chat. I'll just find my chair. Clara, she's standing there saying, when can I come out and enjoy it out here? Ja, så sødt. Så sødt. Ja, så dejligt. Du er så dejlig. Ja. Ja, ja. Ja. Lucy? Yeah. So gorgeous. Sitting on the ice here. Yeah, it's just wonderful to make videos when it's sunny, and it's wonderful to be in nature when it's sunny, because there's this, I think it's just really healthy for the soul. And of course the beauty of nature is just so deep, and so it's so special to see everything in the light. And it's a wonderful image, or it's a wonderful truth really for us, that when there's light, everything feels balanced and beautiful. So search for the light. I think the whole earth, the whole universe is really the sun and the stars and the moon and the soil, the earth. It's all an image of the inner world, and it's trying to teach us how to live our lives. So the sun is a picture of God, and as it says in one of the Danish psalms, the sun shines on all, poor and rich and sick and healthy and good and bad, whatever. The sun shines on everyone and warms everyone. So beautiful. And look at these little crystals here. I'll just show you these little crystals. Amazing. Look at that. Just growing out of a little puddle. Fascinating. Okay, back back to the important stuff, if we can say it's important. Yeah, I just wanted to share a few things in this video. Just different things that are sort of going through my mind. And it's really about where are we as human beings at the moment. And as I feel it in my own life, and as I sense it, we've gone through a lot of really, really bad stuff, many of us. And it's only really the remnants that are left for many of us. Life is really coming into balance. And this new world, or yes, a completely new way of being human that is very, very beautiful, is really taking shape. It's really happening. And each of us are still, we're still hanging on to a lot of old stuff. And I just want to give a little picture of how we can help ourselves. And just have a look at what actually happened. And as I see it, the reason why so many of us, it's been so difficult to be human, is that we were, in the beginning, you can say when we were just little children, just newborn, or just, you can take right from the beginning of when we were created as souls, we were these just completely pure, beautiful beings that felt really good about being us. We were shining stars. And then life happened to us. We came to Earth. And most of us were put through a lot of painful things from in our childhood. And even little things that don't seem like anything can be very hurtful for a child. So no matter how wonderful our parents were, we all have been hurt when we were little. And so I just got this picture of like a container, and at the bottom you have this beautiful star, this shining sun, which is us. And every time we got hurt, this blanket or this wall fell down over us. And each time it happened, it just layer upon layer upon layer. And finally, we're a very different being to what we were in the beginning. I just have to turn the camera a bit because there's a cool wind. I want to get more into the sun. Just see how this works. Or maybe here. Because the wind from north is a little bit cool on my face. I don't want to be cold. Yeah, so the whole feeling of being us, being free, being able to unfold and really love life, of course, is very ruined and distorted, and we're very pressured by all this pain that just kept coming layer upon layer. And on top of this, it's just an image I saw. You have our culture and the whole society and all their expectations that came on top of all this, and all the lies that, I mean, it's nobody's fault, but it just happened this way, that we have been filled up with all these lies. And one of the big ones is that you're really not very valuable. You just have to fit in and pull yourself together, and you can't be yourself in this world. And you don't really know anything. You're going to have to get help wherever you're going to have to search outside you for joy, for wisdom, for all these things. And just don't make a big thing of yourself, because you're not really anything. That was the truth. And all this is on top. It's all these walls, all these heavy stuff on top of all this pain that we have as human beings, as individuals. all this pressure came from society, and no wonder people start falling apart. Because we're in such deep pain, and we're completely lost ourselves, because that that beautiful shining star that was there in the beginning, we can't really feel anymore. Life is really, and the experience of life as a human being is really actually very horrible. So no wonder people go into drugs and alcohol um, yeah, and many are so, I mean, they have all this on them, they can't maybe really feel the pain. I mean, that's when it gets really bad, that you can't feel the pain anymore, and you just keep going in society, and you keep searching for the joy, for the wisdom, for all these things outside you, and you try to make up yourself into this person, this winner or whatever, and you're just struggling so much, and finally, for most of us, it just all falls apart, because it just doesn't work, because we've become completely disconnected with who we are. And of course, when we're in this state of all this pressure and all this hurt and all this focusing away from who we really are, disconnecting from ourselves, of course all these problems come with our health, our relationships, everything in our life, every single aspect of the human life suffers and is not well anymore. It's disharmonious. So you can sort of think, oh my God, what do you do? How do you get out of this? Oh, it's a neighbour doing his willows, yeah. We'll just keep going, that's the world out there, activity going on. So the thing I got, which I've really, this is just another way of saying something I've said many, many times, just right there where you are in your life, no matter what is really difficult for you, I think that's what I feel. The way to cut through this, to really say, okay, I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna. That's what we have to do. We have to unravel. We have to unravel all this. We have to lift it off us, and come back to the sun that we are, and become fully conscious. And that's the new way we're going to be this sun. Whereas before we weren't conscious of it. We were just this sun. The quickest way to get connected with it is to connect with God. And really, it doesn't matter what you call God. It can be a spiritual practice, but I feel very much connecting with. You can just say the sun. Just use the sun. I connect with the sun, because the sun is really who you are. Because we're down here, but God is really where we come from. So when we make this, we sit down and we do this little practice every day. It can be praying, it can be singing, just reminding ourselves, oh, that's right. Then I saw all this stuff that's lying on us. Suddenly there's this, it's just cut right through, and the sun beams right down to the star we are. So we get connected. It's like, oh, that's right. In all this mess I'm in, that's right. I am this star. I've been messed up for a very long time, and my life is very messed up, but oh, that's right. I am this beautiful star. Okay, so then you have a starting point. And also, of course, you'll be very supported, because you've said, okay, God, I wish to connect with you. I wish to feel this connection. And for sure, that helps God pour his light into your life. And there's only one wish for God, and where we come from is that we heal, and is that we become these beautiful beings again, and we unravel all the stuff that was holding us back from being deeply joyful. So this spiritual practice, that's really the very beginning, I feel. Just start every day. Breathe deeply. You can do Qigong, as I've shown it in one of the videos. Use another video, whatever. And just remind yourself every day, all is well. My life and my state has been very bad for a long time, but I know that this is going to change. And and the next thing, I mean, this might be a little series, I don't know. The next thing is to start to detox your body. It's a very, very, very powerful thing to do, because most of us are very toxic, and of course it's connected to all this pain, because the pain creates a disharmony in our chemistry, really, and that disharmony actually binds toxins, so heavy metals, and I mean, the world has never ever been this toxic. You just see what we're doing to the earth. How do you think the air is? If we could see what's in the air, it's not clean. And it's not about, if you start this detoxing, helping your body detox, it's really important not to say, oh my God, I can't breathe, you know, oh my God. It's really actually saying, I know I can live I know this world is going to change, and I know I'm going to be fine, but I'm just going to help myself get rid of some of this toxicity in my body, and I'm going to organize my daily life so that my body gets better at detoxing. And yeah, I think we'll go into this in other videos. So that's really, I think, the two major steps. Let me just mention one more. I love talking about this. I just love helping people to, and also I'm in the process myself to keep reminding ourselves that we are meant to live a deeply joyful life, and we're meant to blossom and shine our light, and our light is so beautiful. There's no doubt in my mind. So the next one, if you want to start this, which I've mentioned so many times, allow yourself to think and feel and do as is right for you. Just allow yourself to feel as you feel, because that just makes all these layers just dissolve. They fall off us very quickly, because the reason why they cling to us, the reason why we've been so suppressed by society, all these lies from society, all this hurt, is because we're holding on to it, because it's made because we got so used to it, so we clung to it. And as we see in, for instance, if you want to have a beautiful relationship, a couple's relationship with a woman or a man, if you want to be a wonderful lover, you want to have a wonderful body, you want to feel deeply good about yourself, you have to do this work. There's simply, just as I see it, as I feel, I've been on this journey for so many years, there's just no way around it. If you want to have a deeply beautiful relationship with another person, have a wonderful sex life, whatever it is you wish, you have to get rid of the old stuff. Because the old stuff is making you, is making you create new problems all the time. And is often actually very much pushing others away, because all this pain is sitting there and it's still working in your system. So this is what we have to do. And when we feel, okay, now I'm ready, this is just the 3 steps I feel that are the way to start. That's just my opinion. There's many, many ways to do this. So the first is, I'll just mention them again. The first is connect with your source. Start a spiritual practice and sense how the sun in you is connected to the sun up here, shining on me right now. The sun in the sky and the sun in you is connected. You are this sun. Then you've started. That's the most powerful thing to do, really. And then I'll talk about how you can start detoxing. And you can start just now by just listen more to your body. Take it more easy. Relax. Relaxing is very detoxifying. Breathe deeply. And the third one I mentioned now was authenticity. Allow yourself to be you. If you're angry at someone, you're angry at them. Allow this anger to be there. And I think I'm gonna, I'm gonna have to get myself one of those clubs, because when I feel my anger, I'd love to have these clubs where I can just bash something. This healthy anger, enough, you know, feel it in your body. And if you have something to hit something with, if you like to box, feel that anger. Let it be there. Very, very healthy for us. So, yeah, this was just something that's been, yeah, sort of popping up. And I wish you all the best, my friend. God bless you in every way. See you soon.